It's the show that sucks with your hosts Harrison and Honzo Gonzo.
See what kind of paperwork has to be done.
Talk to Art if you want to get that done.
Yeah, if you need to contact Spooky, you need to talk to Arturo. He's his secretary, so.
Oh, wow.
This is for everyone. If you want to contact Spooky at MIC Furby, just ask him the question and he'll relay it for you. He's very good at that.
Oh, Arturo's the Girl Friday in that business?
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
With special guests from around the fighting game community.
Is he going to answer? Yeah, no?
Honzo?
Oh, hey. From the dead. Oh, are you crying? What happened?
I forgot it was Tuesday. And my phone's charging.
You are a terrible bison. How do you forget it's Tuesday?
The worst part is you retweeted the tweet that said it was tonight. You retweeted it.
Now for your hosts, Harrison and Honzo Gonzo.
What's up, everybody? It's number 75 of the show that sucks. There you go, Honzo Gonzo. I said the name of the show in the first 10 seconds, just in case there's blind people out there randomly searching the internet and they just stumble upon this show, and now they know the name of it.
And
what? Horitos?
you say our names. You fucking idiot. Just say the names. Like, it's
My name is Harrison. I am the lead streamer of IPLAYWINNER. My co-host is Honzo Gonzo. Should I say what I say? What I type out every show? You're the worst person on the internet.
It's fine.
Is that correct?
Sure.
Anyways, hopefully we'll have a decent show tonight. Last weekend was NCR. I thought it was crazy. I was kind of skeptical at first, walking in the door, thinking to myself, wow, how are we going to fit all these people in here? But it went really well.
Yeah.
Everybody showed up. Well, at least for Capcom games. There wasn't Tekken, there wasn't Injustice, but I don't know, all the non-Capcom games which I streamed were pretty freaking hype, so I was excited about that.
Let's start with that. How about that?
Start with that.
Some of the games you streamed at the event.
So I shit on Divekick all the time, and like every day, like I don't really like the game, whatever, but I have to admit it was pretty fun to watch. The top 8, it was ridiculous. Everybody else watching it was saying it was the craziest Divekick top 8 ever, but it was really cool, and Dasabro and James Chen like completely killed it. So killed it as in not killed the game, but killed it as in did a really good job commentating it and making it entertaining for people to watch.
Yep. I hear a lot of good things about Divekick via the internet. I unfortunately did not watch it, nor will I. But yeah, was there any other game? What was so hype about Divekick? What was?
It was just the goofy characters, man. There wasn't the only person playing dive or kick was Pavo, for the most part, illiterate, and everybody else playing just super goofy characters. There was a guy playing Stream or whatever, which is the Stream Monster character in the game, and It was just pretty hype. It was fun to watch. There's a couple Kennys in there, which I guess is a new character that just randomly cycles through
Bokujin.
just all the characters in the game. So that was pretty sick. So we kind of got to see all the characters in the game without actually seeing all the characters in the game. It was pretty cool.
Yep. Sounds cool. Yeah, it's a good showing off for Divekick then, and they'll be front and center at UFGT, I assume, so which is coming up. What else games did you stream, Harrison?
Killer Instinct, which was every single match on stream at least, I felt was ridiculous. Basically, the bracket was completely stacked for Killer Instinct. You know, Grims was there, who just won NCR or SCR, and not to spoil it, but he won NCR, which I thought was pretty cool. So he's won back-to-back majors in Killer Instinct, so he's got to be pretty happy about that. And he beat Justin Wong in Grand Finals, so. And then Huda Man got top 8 in Killer Instinct also.
Did he?
Which is
I
pretty
didn't know
cool.
that.
Yeah, he did.
Okay, that's cool.
He double eliminated Alex Faye.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
that's funny.
Which, it's funny, I just realized that. So Alex Faye was probably like really salty about losing to Huda Man twice in Killer Instinct. He wanted to beat him in Street Fighter. Yeah, I didn't realize that.
Oh, what a match. We'll talk about that in a bit. Any other games do you stream? You stream BlazBlue? Was that pretty much? I heard BlazBlue was just the Pain show where Pain.
Yeah,
rolled up
Payne
over.
just showed up and just like, hey, like, give me money, and then
Coconoe.
everybody just gave money. And it was pretty much the same thing for KOF for Reynolds. It was pretty free.
Gibby got top 8.
He did. He was like, "Yeah, I'm just gonna enter," and then he got like 4th or something like that. So
So good shout out by Gibby, our
Yeah.
SDR co-host.
Arcade Shockman taking over top 4. Kane Blue River actually got 2nd place.
What?
Yeah,
No.
Yep.
All right.
he was kind of bodying people with Raiden, and then Reynolds just put him in his place for grand finals.
Let's
I think he double OCV'd him.
Reynolds is ridiculous.
Yeah, he is. Kane Blue River was saying like he's the best, like period right now. And he's been playing the game in a few different places around the world, so I kind of want to take his word for it on that one.
Anything else that he did that I missed? Because I really don't.
Third Strike was kind of like Seuss Mest, although Arison Sanchez was pretty fun to listen to on commentary.
Who won Third Strike?
Justin?
Okay.
Yeah.
You
It was
beat
Justin
Ron?
and Ricky grand finals. Yeah, Ron got 3rd.
Okay.
Or I can't even, I'm pretty sure grand finals was Ricky and Justin. I don't even remember. But yeah, that was only top 4 streamed. And then SF Cross Tekken, which was whatever. Knuckle Do won SF Cross Tekken, beat Ricky. I can't remember who got 3rd. But actually, I think Long got 3rd. So that's pretty good for him. He actually plays the game, so.
I guess.
Yeah. I think that's it. I think that's every game.
That's it. How was your experience streaming it, Harrison?
Well, to quote myself, I guess, is streaming is a blow up. So.
Oh my god.
I mean, it was fine. I didn't. It's not like you guys had like 5 people helping each other. I kind of just did it all to myself. I was kind of just tucked away in a corner, just like streaming everything. But
Yeah.
for the most part, everything ran smoothly. There were a couple drops by Twitch on day 1, which kind of sucked. And I know you guys dropped a few more times on Spooky.
No.
That's what Chris said.
Not by Twitch's fault. I think we did drop once or twice.
It was
due to
weird.
the
I don't
hotels
know,
internet,
but the day 2 was fine. For
I
the
don't
most
know.
part.
I know a couple times we dropped just randomly, and like all of our internet was working, and then it's just like boop boop, and like for like a split second, and the stream dropped.
But then Twitch did an update in the middle of the stream, which was kind of stupid, and it kicked a bunch of people offline. I don't know why they wait till the weekend when everybody's streaming shit to do that, but
Well, obviously they hate the FGC. I mean, there's 3 Twitch employees there not doing their job, and their servers exploded because of it. So I mean, that was totally the reason that it happened.
but yeah, that was kind of stupid. But day 2 was fine for me. I don't know what happened day 3 stream-wise for you guys. I don't know if it died or anything. It seemed alright. I was watching Top 16 Marvel, so it seemed alright to me.
Okay, so anything else you want to talk about on your side of NCR?
Well, I mean, there's plenty of things, I guess. But is there anything you want to talk about specifically?
I don't know. You want to share anything? Any stories
Any stories?
before I start talking?
I don't think I have any stories per se, just because Sacramento sucks ass. It's like the worst fucking place
We watched some.
ever
We
to
watched
go
some.
out at night. It's so terrible. It's basically worse than Sonoma.
It's Sacramento nightlife is literally the worst, probably.
At least in the area that we were in, it was terrible.
We were in downtown, dude.
But we were right next to old Sacramento.
That's true, I guess.
So we were definitely a little ways away from all the excitement, I guess you can say. But yeah, it was after hours. Thank God, they NCR had the after hours casual thing,
Oh yeah, we
or
can
it would
talk
have
about
been
that.
super boring. But
So
they had that.
NCR had a revolutionary idea actually, because I've never seen it before. Um, they had the half the ballroom set up just casual stations, and then we had a stream set up with Arturo, and then we had another one with Chris, aka Twilight Storm. Um, and basically you paid $5 and you got in all night, and you can drink in there and you can do whatever you want. It's just a big room for your people to money match and just play casuals in. And it was a huge hit, huge hit. There's so many people in there, holy moly. There was, yeah, it was full constantly. So people really enjoyed it. People came in and were money matching. We did a team money match, and there was exhibitions and stuff, and I thought it was really good. I thought it was much better than a salty sweet, because I hate salty sweets. I think they're the
Yes,
worst.
it was so much better. Not a million people crammed into like a smelly ass room.
Yeah, it was
Literally
great.
a smelly ass room.
Yeah, so I hope all majors actually take after this idea. Um, they might not be able to, because the venue might shut them down or something. But if you can work something out, I think it's like 1,000 times better than just fucking being in a room somewhere. You could still drink, you could still have your fun, just do it, at the venue. Just I think it's great. Think it was good. Think good job, whoever thought of it, Terry and/or Choi.
I mean,
So
if they already have the space, right?
why not?
Yeah, why not? They charge like $5 or whatever. It's totally worth it for people to just pay $5. They had so many setups there. And
Yeah,
on
and
top of that, they had 4 or 5 ultra setups too.
yep, you could play Ultra Street Fighter all night long if you wanted to.
Yep, I played for 3 hours on Saturday straight. So, I definitely got my fill for ultra.
Yeah, so
Talk
that's
about that in a little bit.
that was a good idea. So on my side of the stream things, as you may or may not know, I helped run the Team Spooky and Capcom Fighter stream. I was on the social medias and was doing board work and queuing up videos and shit like that, and occasionally doing the mainstream when people had to step out. And I had to fix problems on the stage or something. A lot. But so I don't know if I should just address it early,
What?
but like the fucking commentary. Oh my god, so many people tweeted about Derry's commentary and during Team Spooky. And I get that you might not like him or whatever because he's not the most knowledgeable. I thought they were fine. I thought their commentary was better than most. They're enthusiastic about the game. They're trying to, do a good job. I thought they were fine. There were some things that they didn't know, and I try to let them know. But, I can't always tell them, what to say. But like, holy shit, just mute the stream. Like, just mute it. Just mute it. I complain about commentators too. I'm not immune to that. But like 3 days of the same person on my fucking Twitter feed going like me, oh my, people post on Facebook about it. I see all this shit, and it's just like, shut the fuck up, just mute it. Like, just mute it. And like, Spooky got shit wrong too. You guys don't realize that. Spooky says wrong shit all the time, but you guys won't say anything about it.
Because he's spooky.
Because you guys all fucking gobble Spooky's cock.
To be
Which is
fair,
just deserved, but I'm just
Spooky
saying.
wasn't even supposed to commentate, so
No, he wasn't. You know, he does a good job. People like him on commentary, but you know, they don't shit on him as much as other commentators. And I think that's hypocrisy.
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna go into it, but like he wasn't even supposed to be commentating because other people were supposed to be there, certain other people, but yeah. Yep.
But
Oh my God, Hellpockets just linked
that's
me the
fine.
Illuminati stream footage from Saturday.
Oh my god. Are you even gonna talk about that?
I don't know.
I wouldn't talk about that.
Okay, I'm not going to.
I honestly don't know what you guys did.
Okay, I'm not. Anyways, whatever. Continuing with the show.
Anyways, so I was helping stream, and it went pretty well during pools and everything. We saw a lot of hype Marvel and hype Street Fighter. Street Fighter was pretty stacked for the most part. Pretty much all the pools.
Yes, absolutely.
There was so many good players just duking it out in pools, and it was pretty surprising to watch. And you know, like Alex Myers did really well, just coming out of nowhere.
The choke fest.
And then yeah, so let's just talk about Street Fighter real quick. So there's like 300 matches where people just fucking straight up choked, and like
In every game,
it was really bad.
In every game and every day, it was just
People were just like so stressed, and like I had so many nerves. Like they were just dropping things and screwing up in very critical moments. I think that was a theme of the NCR. People just fucking up.
it was so bad. Even Grand Finals, I'm sorry, but Grand Finals for Marvel sucked ass. It was like the worst ever. I thought it was terrible.
For Marvel?
Yes, I thought it was terrible. I
What's
thought
so
it was
bad?
boring to watch.
Well, yeah,
Everybody fucking just dropping combos left and right. I'm like, this is just fake hype. This sucks.
yeah, it was boring, but I mean, it's Justin. I'm glad Justin's winning. You know, Justin's beating 0 players, so that's hard to do.
I
You
just
don't
wish he
realize
would
that.
like learn Storm's TAC Infinite.
He does. Oh, well, I mean,
I haven't seen him land it like one time.
I've seen him land it.
Like when?
He's done it multiple times.
When?
I don't.
You gotta give me one. You gotta give me
Want me
a
to
win.
name a fucking match where he does a TAC Infinite? I cannot do that. I cannot name a match where someone just fucks up a TAC Infinite. You know, I can't do that. That's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, you remember that match where Sako did that one combo? I'll be like, what the fuck are you talking about here? I can't do that. Like,
Anyways, that's my opinion on Marvel. Marvel's dead in 3 months anyway, so.
okay, we're talking about
Count
Street
the
Fighter
days.
anyways, Harrison.
Okay,
Like,
continue with Street Fighter. Sorry, I'm going off on
there was a
Marvel.
lot of good players playing, and you know, Pandora House had a great showing. Most of their players
Yes.
made top 32.
Oh, I have a good topic to bring up once you're finished talking. Sorry.
But yeah, so top 16 was really hype as well. Our boy Hoodman made it pretty far, but choked it up against.
Man, he choked. He
Faye.
choked hard.
I wanted to cry. Like,
He choked
oh my
hard.
god. I was like going nuts, and I couldn't cheer or anything because I was like in the production area. But I was like going no.
Yeah,
So,
he was.
Shout out to Hoodman. He did very well.
He played so good though.
He
played
did.
so good.
That's such a terrible matchup. That's such a bad matchup for Honda too, and he won it in my opinion.
I
but he
mean,
just,
not that every matchup for Honda is bad, but or almost every matchup. And
It's
then,
really-
and of course, he had to play LPN right before that, which kind of sucks.
yeah, that's just the bracket gods.
So,
Losers.
like, can we seed top 32? Can we do that?
So
There was like
rankings.
6 matches that should have never have happened
Well,
during
if
top
it-
32.
If it's in losers, you can't avoid that
Why?
because
Why?
there's so many variables of when they
The
lose.
first round match? The first round match. Like,
Seeding top 32 after the tournament already happens, after the pools happen, is like
Why is that bad? Why? Why is that bad?
It's looked down upon because they figure it's already seeded in the pools, and the pools should play out how they play out, and you can't really seed for losers unless you seed like very meticulously, and they're not going to do that. Because like if someone loses first round in their pool, or like if someone gets eliminated out of their pool to go into, and they're supposed to win their pool by the seed, then everything gets fucked up. You can't predict what's going to happen. So you don't know which player is going to be in losers. You don't know when they're going to lose. You don't know all this other stuff. So there's a lot of factors that go into it. Can you see better? Yeah, but it's just the way it is right now.
I just don't see the big deal.
Reseeding, people don't like it because there's a potential for floating in that some players that might have harder matchups, they might be paired up against easier matchups just because they have a higher seed, I guess.
What?
That shouldn't happen. It should just be random pools from then on. I don't know. I'm tired of this.
I think at
Pretty
bare
sure
minimum,
it's
it should just be seeded by region. Like,
And I believe Hadouken in chat mentioned there is an article Inkwat wrote about seeding top 32.
oh, it did?
Yeah.
I'll have to read that. I will have to read that.
Yeah.
Yep.
I probably didn't make a lot of sense right there, but I
You
don't
didn't
care.
at all, but I'll just let it slide.
That's just normal me, man. It's normal Honzo Gonzo. But yeah, I think Street Fighter went really good. For the most part, Infiltration kind of fell apart in
Like,
Grand Finals.
yeah, that was really hard to watch.
So people think it might be the C word, but I really don't think so. And a lot of other people at the venue didn't think so.
The thing is, those two have played before a lot,
Yeah,
and
They've been playing a lot, and I think
Like,
Infiltration didn't care that much about this tournament, in that he's
he's already in the
Probably-
Capcom Cup.
in the Capcom Cup, and he's probably using this tournament and subsequential tournaments
To download people,
to download people and make them maybe
to
sandbag.
take notes.
And I
'cause,
know
yeah.
that's like crazy to think like someone would throw away that much money and all this other stuff just to
It's
stay
not that
alive,
much
but it's
money, though.
infiltration.
It's not that much money, though.
It's infiltration. He's willing to do anything to win.
Yeah.
He's willing to do anything. That dude writes notes. He fucking, trains himself fucking 12 hours a day. So for him to do this and it working is like, okay. And if it doesn't work, it's like, whatever, back to the drawing board.
Yeah. I lost $20 on that match, so I'm sad. But I didn't realize that he lost to him at Topanga League.
Yeah.
But you told me that after that.
Yeah, Infiltration got destroyed at Topanga League. I believe he did the worst.
But I mean, we talked about this last week. I don't mind like that he might be doing that. He's been traveling all over the world for the past 2 years and doing incredibly well. And if he wants to just not take it as seriously, I mean, he still got second place. You can't say he's not taking it seriously when you get second place at NCR, which is probably one of the top Street Fighter tournaments in the US for sure. So
Yeah.
I don't know. He still got second place.
I just don't think he wanted to show his other characters. And I think he wanted to try and win with Takuma, and if he didn't, he'd be like, oh well, but he really didn't want to show off.
He probably just showed up for the after hours, the Ultra setups. That's why he showed up. That's why he showed up. He's getting Rolento ready in Ultra.
I'm positive Infiltration probably has a copy of fucking...
Yeah, you're probably right. He probably has a copy of that.
Like, Daigo Infiltration probably have copies. Like, let's be real.
Oh, yeah.
Daigo had, like, Super Street Fighter 4 15 years before it released, so,
Is there anything else you want to talk about? Like, tournament-wise?
Yes, Marvel was very hype. I really enjoyed Marvel. I think there was a lot of good matches. A lot of upsets.
I have a picture of Hell Pockets falling asleep during Marvel.
You can go ahead and throw that up there if you want.
Alright.
But I think there was a lot of upsets as I predicted. I think a lot of players didn't show up with their A game, and it showed, and people just started going crazy. I mean,
I
no
definitely agree about
no
that.
respect. The highlight of the tournament
Yes, no
beat
respect. I'm so glad
beat
no
Plague
respect
Mammoth,
took out somebody. Yes, because
a
we
very
know who
good
he
player
was.
from SoCal, and no respect beat him. And I was like going nuts because I was like, what the fuck is happening? No respect is being Clegg Madness. And Clegg Madness actually got top 32 after that, or I believe top 16. I forget which. But like he had to fight back from losing to no respect. So like he had that rage inside him, and he just used it to just fucking start destroying people.
Yeah.
But I thought there was a lot of good matches. Apology Man played very well, but got bodied. And it was sad to watch everyone rooting for Apology Man, but he kind of pooped out near the end. But his play otherwise was very, very good. What else was I going to say? I'm a little disappointed in Paradigm. I thought Paradigm would do a lot better.
Yeah, I
but
thought he would
but
too.
he got a lot of bad matchups, I believe. I think he had to face F Champ and someone else hard before top 16.
It doesn't matter because Chrissy wasn't there, so Marvel. It doesn't matter.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Oh, it doesn't.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
I think Clockwork did exceptionally well. I think he really improved. Clockwork was probably the most improved player there. He did really well, and he's looking very strong for the future. So I think he's gonna get
He's got a good
definitely
team
top
too.
16 at Evo for sure. Like
Yeah.
he's very scary right now. So
He finally wised up and picked Virgil. That's all I gotta say
Virgil
about
Point,
that.
Virgil Point with 2 godlike assists is so good.
He's got that. He's got that. Oh God, what's his name? He's got that Patrick, that Patrick Shell ish type thing where he's got, Virgil on point, Strider on anchor. Where you can just get random happy birthdays and just take games, and then you got, obviously he has the best Doctor Doom in the world, so he's got that going for him.
I wouldn't say that.
You wouldn't say that?
I think F Champ is.
F Champ, really? I
Yeah.
don't think so, but that's cool.
Honestly,
To each his own, I guess.
Um, but yeah. All Clockwork really needs is to convert off Helmbreakers, because with Strider, this has been known for a year. You can convert off Helmbreaker, and you get a full combo, but no one does it. I haven't seen it yet.
So basically, Helmbreaker, and then you do down forward H and call Strider, right?
Yeah, then
And then you
you
teleport, and then you hit a button, and you catch him before they hit the ground, right?
Yeah.
He did it. He did it one game.
did he?
Yeah,
Am
he
I
did.
crazy?
Yeah, he did. He did it one game.
Then I am crazy. I didn't see it because I wouldn't get hyped because I haven't seen that in a match yet.
I believe I only saw it one time, so you'll have
Must not
to scour his matches. But he
He's
definitely
probably
did do
going
it.
like, "Honzo, you fucking scrub! I do
So
that
everybody was
every
like, "Oh my
match."
god, that was hype!" And everybody went crazy.
Did he have swords on?
Nope.
Okay, then yeah, that's fine. Seen swords. That's easy.
No, he didn't have swords on.
What else was I gonna say? Nerd Josh did very well. I was very surprised.
Yeah.
He took out a lot of people. Who else did well?
Everybody in top 8 did well. Because they're in top 8.
Well, not really.
Not really?
Yeah, I think it was a good tournament. I think there was a lot of Austrian matches that were crazy that people didn't get to watch that I've heard about. I mean, some of your favorite players went like fucking 1-2 and 0-2. So like some people got fucking blown up. And I don't want to mention their names, but
Just say it.
GCOC went 0-2.
He did?
Yeah.
Oh shit. That's a blow.
But GCOC probably did the best of money matches the entire weekend. I think he won like 7 money matches or something. And then he won the team money match we did with Hitbox, and he won against LXG as well. Well, I mean, KV's OCB the team, but he was on the team. So GCOC is now Fnatic. Everyone congratulate the new Fnatic, GCOC. Yoshi plays League of Legends too, so it's perfect.
Thanks, Shishi Yoshi.
Yeah, he's the king of money matches. That's what I call him. Because he really is. Every event, I go up to him. I'm like, you shouldn't money match this person. You're gonna lose. And he's like, yeah, I'll do it anyways. And he wins. And I'm just like, all right, what do I know?
Speaking of money matches, I was supposed to do a match, first 10 versus one of our viewers, DKChaiFGC on Twitter,
Yeah.
and it just didn't happen. Basically,
I thought you guys were doing Sunday.
remember he okay, so I'll tell the full thing. So basically Friday, I thought it was gonna be good because I was ending at 5, and then I didn't realize until 2 o'clock that I was streaming SF Cross Tekken, and then it took like an extra 3 hours because SF Cross Tekken. So that didn't work out. And then the next day, I was streaming all day. And then at the end of that day, I found out that he actually got his stuff stolen, or somebody misplaced it and took the wrong bag, and then took basically everything, that his entire setup, including a stick. So
Yeah.
he was kind of boned and like freaking out about losing his stuff, which I totally would too. And so I was like, obviously don't worry about it. I hope that tweet that I tweeted out did, got it back in there, because the next day I guess somebody turned it in with all of his stuff. So he was definitely pretty relieved after, and yeah, so it just didn't happen. But we're just gonna play online or something like that, and I'll
That's fine.
record it, and I'll blow it up.
Shout outs to the guy who returned all his stuff. It's very nice.
Yeah, like
Very
definitely
unheard of.
shout-outs. Yeah, definitely shout outs to that guy.
Yeah, whoever it was.
So
The
a
good
happy ending to that story for sure.
I know. I saw that when I was streaming. I was like, oh fuck, that sucks. Like, but yeah, I wanted to play Third Strike, but Rom was on the setup that DK High brought, and I was like, I really don't want to play Third Strike with Rom. I think he'll just ass fuck me to death. So like, I really don't want to do that. So like, I just drank more and got fucked up, which was a better idea. But yeah, we had the after hours. We had MC versus Hitbox. Spoilers: MC, everyone won. It was Waseda one set, so it was just 5-0 straight up.
KB's body everybody?
No, it was everyone on the team beat Hitbox. So I won a match. Yoshi won a match.
Yeah.
Ray won a match.
Didn't you guys did something on there, right? And then weren't you guys playing on the other stream and doing something else at, like, later in the night?
Yeah.
You guys were playing like LXG guys, weren't you?
KB's Yoshi and X-Ray played LXG, and actually, it's a funny story. Actually, I just forgot his name. Oh boy, I know it. Helix. I'm sorry. Helix beat Ray and Yoshi.
Oh, before you start, if you guys have any questions, make sure you guys send them to @HarrisonSBA and @Honzo Gonzo. Continue, Honzo Gonzo.
So X-Ray and Yoshi lost to Helix, and Helix did it pretty convincingly. And then KB's came on and, blew up Helix and went to shake his hand, and Helix was like, oh, I didn't want to shake his hand. He's like, well, I guess I will, since I already took out 2 of your players. And like shook his hand. And KB's just like, okay. And then KB's proceeds to beat Hypnotic and Infrit. And so he won, even after, Helix said that, I guess. So that's pretty funny. I believe that'll be on Guard Break's channel. I don't know when they're going to be doing it. That was on the Guard Break setup. But yeah, I thought that was funny. So KB's to take that exhibition that was there.
Infrit was supposed to bring me Guinness and he didn't. By the way, I'm just saying that right now. But he looked really salty all weekend. Every time I saw him, he was just salty.
He said he was going to bring me Mountain Dew and you Guinness.
Yeah. And then he didn't.
He didn't. But I really don't care.
I don't. Yeah. I wasn't expecting it.
It's something free, so I'm not going to be like, oh, you can give it. Shouts out for it. Infrit's a cool guy. I like Infrit. People shit on him too much.
Yeah, Infrit's hella cool. Yep.
But yeah. So any like crazy stories? Not really. We didn't do much after hours.
I have crazy stories, but it's like I don't even want to say it.
I mean, I'm sure you did stuff. You went to a bar and stuff. I didn't even do that. Like,
Yep.
we went to that shitty diner and there's a lot of people there. And
Yeah, the quote unquote shitty diner that just took the nickname shitty diner.
I don't know why I call it that.
It
But
wasn't that bad.
we were in there. It was like me and the Illuminati eating, and then like Arturo was sitting behind us in another booth, like Nerd Josh, and he was drinking. He was drinking a beer, and the waitress comes over. And is like, "What are you doing?" And he's like, "Oh, I'm just drinking a beer. I'm from New York." And she was just like, "Oh my god, if you need to put that away, if my boss sees this, I can get fired." And Josh and Arturo's like, "Oh man," and she's like, "Oh no, I'm just kidding." And like,
That's fucking great.
shout out to that waitress. She had a big butt,
Oh, big what?
big butt.
Sorry, you cut out there. I had to make sure what you said.
She has a big butt. That's it.
That's it.
Yeah. I didn't do anything. I sat on the same chair for 3 days and just fucking stared at a screen. I
We would have
guess.
had stories if Sacramento didn't suck so much balls.
Yeah. I really didn't do anything. I mean, I did those tweets you guys saw about
Yeah.
about jerking off that people got offended at.
I think
Sorry.
FGC needs to do more of that stuff. I'm sorry. Maybe
People-
not to that extent, but
I tried to spice it up because I was told to quote unquote go crazy by a certain someone, and when you tell me to go crazy, I
You go
follow
crazy.
orders. I go fucking nuts. So, yeah, I guess some people got offended by some of my tweets, but whatever. I don't give a shit really. We ran Capcom Fighters, great. I think. that
so
was
should we
good.
just like I don't know. Do you want to talk about that or no?
What, the overlays?
Well, we can talk about that, but just like how we have to switch streams and shit and like losing viewers and
Yeah. So
like I
NCR
think that was
didn't-
kind of a thing we should bring up.
NCR didn't get a lot of viewers relative to other majors, and I'm 100% under the belief that we didn't do that because of the switching streams. So for Capcom Fighters, they want to do their Capcom Pro Tour under their own banner and have all the Street Fighter done on that. That's totally fine, but they can't stream some other games, like any other game besides Capcom games and any game that's Marvel. So like Marvel cannot be streamed on Capcom Fighters at all. You can't even mention Marvel. Like when James Chen said Marvel, I was like, "Fuck, James, what are you doing?" Yeah, but
Gonna get a call from Disney.
I know when Seth does, I don't care because that's he can do whatever he wants. But yeah, so we have to switch streams, during the day and during all this stuff, and you don't get those dead viewers. And what I call dead viewers is people who just leave the stream on, or who are so lazy that they'll watch it just because they don't have to move anywhere. And that's a very large portion of streams, and you don't understand that until you start switching around streams. So I think NCR would have had fucking 50,000 people if you didn't have to keep switching around. But because of the switching around, the residual loss was just a lot. And that's just the nature of the game. And, I might be proven wrong by other events that do the same thing. But at the moment, I think that's kind of...
And
I
I
don't-
think we're gonna have to just deal with that for a while
yeah.
until
I
something
understand.
gets figured out. Which is, we've known about this situation that might happen for a really long time, and it's kind of finally happened. We knew Capcom can be like, hey, we're in charge of this content and we can do whatever we want with it, and they finally kind of have. And this is the result. Is that, yeah, this is basically what happened.
I completely understand their decisions and everything like that.
Yeah,
I just think it
and
sucks.
at the end of the
The
day, they
reality.
still got 30,000 people watching.
Yeah,
So that's still
30,000,
crazy.
like, with no dead viewers relatively. It was just people coming in. So that's still a lot of people.
And no DiCaprio announcement.
And yeah, we didn't have any announcements or anything. It was just a fucking tournament. So,
Yeah.
it's not like final round where people like, oh my god, they were getting so hype, and then the hype.
Which
Turn to ash.
SCR had an announcement too, so this is kind of the first tournament in a while where it's just like, hey, we're just gonna stream Street Fighter. Nothing crazy is gonna happen. There's no announcements, but just come and play and watch the stream, and that's it. So, yep.
Yeah. Production wise, it was cool. I think there's a lot of shit you guys saw that you were surprised with, and I'm not gonna go into details how we do it, but we have a lot of technology coming out of IPLAYWINNER and such that was turning the stream game upside down. You guys will probably saw the ticker. I think that's the biggest thing people noticed. The little ticker at the bottom, the ESPN.
Oh yeah.
And I tried to troll with it as best I could, as much as I was allowed. I think people didn't. I don't know if anyone screen capped it or took a video of it, but during one of the zero meters, I put a bunch of facts about lightning, stuff like that. And
I think that's fucking great.
we put up the Ray tweet where he's just like, West Coast Marvel sucks dick, or whatever the fuck he said, just during a match, and just let it go. But yeah, so that was cool. I really enjoyed the stuff we're putting out, and that's like the tip of the iceberg. So watch out for more stuff. IPLAYWINNER side of things. As far as everyone, because I know it's going to be in the questions, because the Hound already asked it, but the Capcom overlays, IPLAYWINNER and Tenno Productions has nothing to do with Capcom overlays. If you want to talk about Capcom overlays, you can talk to Capcom Fighters. Thank you. That's all I'll say about that. And in regards to the promos, I thought the promos were really well.
I have to say one thing, that those overlays have been the same since like 3 tournaments now. Or so why are people just noticing now? But anyways, whatever. That's like, you guys take forever to notice shit.
The promos were very well done. Our promo.
Yeah, just our promos. All the other promos,
Very well done. No, I'm kidding. I enjoyed the Hell Pockets one. I actually didn't get the Hell Pockets one until James Chen explained it to me. And I think that was like the dumbest moment in my life. He was like, what the fuck does this, like, I don't get it. And James like, is it because he has no beard anymore? I was like, oh.
Wow, you're bad.
I really didn't get it. Like, I thought it was because, like, I don't know. I really didn't know. Because he had a kid or something. Like, he was like depressed about it or something. But
oh my god, dude.
it was because
Oh
the
my
beard.
god. Wow.
really-
I don't even know what to say.
Uh,
Anyways, our commercial.
yeah, that was.
You guys have seen that before, by the way, if you've watched our show the last 3 months.
Have we shown it before?
Yes, because that is the promo that we used. Not that exact same promo, but that footage. We used that footage for the 2-week break that we had during the holidays to let everybody know that we will be back. That's the footage.
yeah.
That's the footage that we used. So, few people have seen it before, but obviously not on the scale of an NCR type majors. So, everybody seemed to like it a lot, which I'm pretty glad about. Mostly because we took like 3 or 4 shoots of that, and we reshot it because of that, of the camera falling over. We didn't intend to use that, and it ended up being the perfect length, so I just ended up using it.
We did 6 shots. We moved the camera everywhere. We moved over, and we stayed next dog shit for like 3 of the shots.
And then we used the one where the camera falls over.
We used the one where we just like went out there, oh fuck it, and like just did it.
But yeah. I'm glad people liked it. I'm also glad people were super hyped for the Lord Ultima shit, which Lord Ultima does godlike stuff. So everybody should go follow. Is it Lord Ultima? I always forget.
Lord of Ultima.
The Lord of Ultima, right? On Twitter. Follow that guy because his videos are godlike. He made the intro video with footage, I believe, from Richard Lee, if I'm not mistaken. So go and follow those 2 guys. Lord Ultima also made the character select thing.
Yes, which I very much enjoyed.
Although he used like the worst picture I have on Facebook. for it, which I didn't realize
He
until after he
intentionally-
made it. He just took a picture from my Facebook page.
He intentionally does that to find
I
bad
know.
pictures
Yeah,
because
I know.
I mean, look at Darius.
Yeah,
Derry has the fedora.
because that picture, that's when I went to Northwest Majors 2 years ago, and we were just really drunk, and then walking around the streets of Eugene, Oregon, and that was in a pizza parlor at like 3 in the morning with we're playing Donkey Kong on an arcade machine, and that's where that picture's from.
But yeah, Lord of Ultima, consistently does crazy shit, and everyone loves him. He's been doing NCR work for years.
Yeah.
And every time he does something, people just fucking freak out. So yeah, it's really great. He also did the box art for the thing that you stole that we were supposed to give away, Harrison.
Oh, well, I'm gonna grab it
Last
and
year.
show it. I'll be right
Sure.
back.
Yeah,
I'll be
just
right
go
back.
show off. I'll talk about shit. Other than that, we had Blast from the Past again. I think Blast from the Past are a great idea. We have content during the breaks, and I think people really enjoyed it. I wanted to have more Blast from the Past, but we just didn't have time to make some for NCR. But hopefully, we can push it toward other events that have a larger, history behind them, and we can get crazy matches from them and just playing during the break. So you guys have stuff to enjoy, and stuff like that. I really want I want combo videos to come back for breaks, but
But yeah,
no one makes them anymore.
it's like it's all been done for the newer games, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I still think there can be combo ideas that they might not be, new combos, but you can put them in a format such as the Ryu exhibition, that Maj did, I believe.
But
Where
anyway,
it's not like new, but it's like a storied combo video or something.
oh,
I
that's,
think
true, that's true. But anyways, if you guys are listening to this on the MP3, make sure you guys go to youtube.com/IPLAYWINNER and watch the video. But it is, you guys can see it. He made the box art for it. It's an old Sega Genesis case, and then he has a like a little story about NCR in the back, and it has I'm pretty sure it's original rumblers F Champ and Ricky Ortiz slam the asphalt with bigger, better, totally devastating attacks. Skull crushing EX wrestler Drew Grimey joins up with earth-shattering seismos and spinning orb attacks. New Thrasher Honzo Gonzo slices punks with high-speed inline troll attacks and OTG arrows. Go Maniac with jaw-shattering, bone-busting pile drivers, head-cracking helmbreakers, and random ultras. Pop monsters mash from either side. Smash them with that pipe to shut them up.
it's a takeoff of Streets of Rage. So
And there's a cartridge in here that has the thing on it, which I believe he told me is Streets of Rage. So it actually does work. And yes, I did jack it.
stole it. It's alright though. But yeah, I think all the production wise is very good. I mean, nothing much more we can do about a lot of things. But I'll do a brief thing about the console being online. So,
Yeah.
if you guys probably noticed, the console was randomly online all of a sudden, and probably sent messages to it, and other people figured it out and started sending messages during Neo versus someone else. So that was the fault of one Apology Man. It was Vinny's fault, and it's 100% his fault. And the fact that I didn't catch it was probably my fault, but whatever. So they turned off the Xbox, or they fucked up the Xbox somehow, where they had to sign out of the account. And then when they signed back in, they logged on to Xbox. Normally, that is not a problem because hotels don't have internet, for things. Apparently, this Xbox was saved onto the internet for the hotel, and so it logged on. And then once Yi Shen Chang logged onto his internet, his Xbox tag popped up, and people figured out which one it was somehow and started sending messages. And yeah,
That's
so I was like, how is this happening? It's not plugged into anything. And even if it was, how is he getting internet? But it's whatever. So I had to turn off during the break. I had to turn off something.
All right.
But yeah, that was a blow up. That was a blow up. I've never imagined that would happen. You know, at a hotel of all places, someone would log on to the internet. But Vinny figured it out a way. Vinny figured it out. So
Should we jump to questions? We only got like 10 minutes left, so
all right.
I know we don't have a lot of questions, but because we've already answered most of them through the show.
Do have a lot of questions.
We do have a lot. Oh shit, we kind of do have a lot of questions. No, Oh, this is a good question. At Gearhead Mitch asks, couldn't go to NCR again this year. Poverty too strong. How expensive? How expensive on is going to? I think he's asking how expensive is it to go to a major. It just depends on where you live, and it kind of just depends on where you live, I think, and if you don't mind sleeping on somebody's couch. I think those are the two main factors.
It's mostly flight, and then registration. For a hotel, you can cheap it up if you want to stay with other people.
If you can sleep on the floor or something, like you
It's
can
like
find
50, $60 for a weekend if you want to sleep on the floor for some people, some rooms. So it's not that much. And then registration's like 60 with all the games and shit that you want to enter, 50, 60 if you pre-reg. And then just flight. So a couple hundred if you can get a good deal. It depends on where you live. If you're flying across country, it's going to be very expensive. Flying the final round in CEO for
it's like
California
almost
is
$1,000. Yeah.
very expensive. So just depends. If there's one in the area, just go, just straight up. It's only going to cost you 100, 200 to go. I mean, it cost me about 40 bones in gas, $30 in gas to get there.
Yeah.
And that's that was like an event 2 hours away from me, so it's not that bad. It's just how you do it. And if you're lucky, you can do some side bets, maybe win your money back.
That's true.
That is true. People do fund. I've had to fund my way home via money matches before, and it's not fun, but it is possible. Drew
Red Mage. Oh, you go ahead.
Best behind the scene moment at NCR. Do you witness any good pop offs? Best behind the scene moment for me was, I guess, I really don't know why I'm so fixated on it, but Seth Killian eating trail mix for some reason to me is like really fascinating. And it's just the fact that I don't know if you guys know of the video of Seth at B3 or B4 that he took, and part of the 30-minute, 40-minute video was just him eating trail mix, and he was describing why trail mix was the perfect tournament food. And I have no idea why this sticks to me, but he just started eating trail mix during commentary, and I was like, what the fuck? He still eats trail mix? I don't know why, but yeah. Pop-offs, there was a good one. Clockwork did a very good one against I believe it was Beneath.
It's two.
Beneath,
I
believe. Yeah. He did like this crazy face. He was like, ooh, like when he won. That was a great one. I thought Alex Myers' fortune cookies were funny.
Oh yeah.
I thought that was clever, and they wrote one for him. I think that was good. Did you have any pop-offs over at your stream?
I didn't have any pop-offs, but I had a thing that I thought might only be funny to me, but it was during I think Blaze Blue Grand Finals, and Dasabro was commentating, and for some reason my head always kept turning away when whoever won the game won, so I never knew who just won, so I couldn't figure out who to put the score up or put the point or whatever. It's like, god damn it. And so I would ask, on the mic, like, who won. And then, but this time, I was just like, oh, I think it was this one. So I kind of just, like, guessed. And then I just gave somebody a point, right? And I put 2-0 for Apology Man, I think, versus 2 Gigabyte Combo or something like that. And I put 2, and then, like 5 seconds later, I just hear Dastbro, like, if Apology Man, if he would have finished that combo, he would have it would be 2-0 right now. And basically telling me, because he saw the score was 2-0 and knew it was wrong, so he just basically used this commentary to tell me that the score was wrong before people noticed. And then he doesn't even look at me. He just has the biggest grin on his face. And we both I look at him, and I just go into the mic like, that was fucking godlike. And I don't know. I just thought that was cool.
I will tell you a number of times that a certain producer of ours did not put up the score correctly, and I had to go into the commentators and be like, say the score subtly. And like they'd be like, okay, it's 1-1. Like they kept having to say the score because certain someone didn't put up the score. But yeah, it happens.
I thought, yeah. I mean, I would just, yeah. I thought that was cool.
Good job, Dacid.
Good job, Dacid, bro.
After Red Mage also asked a very odd question I want to answer. People talked about it, but if I feel it needs to be said more, please explain how bad Justin's team is and how it's amazing he wins with it. So people say Justin's team is bad, and I would like to disagree with that. I think his team's very good. And people are like, well, Honzo, you're a big fuckface. But like, if you think about his team, it suits a very particular style, and it's pretty much pure momentum. It's momentum, and then people just don't play Storm enough, so their mind fucked over it. So with Wolverine Akuma Shell, he gets free pressure, free mix-ups, insane amount of offense. Plus he gets easy kills. He can't fuck up a kill. You can't fuck up a kill with that team. You just can't. Usually people might fuck up a Joel Call loop, but you can't fuck up a team super,
Yeah.
You just knock them down, team super, they're fucking dead. Like, that team super does over 500,000 unscaled, That's max scaling, 500,000. Like,
That's ridiculous.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Because Wolverine super and Storm super are both some of the highest damaging supers in the game. So, you can't fuck it up. So, when you get a happy birthday, they're dead. You're not fucking that up. So, it's like, it's consistent. It's a more consistent, aggressive style. And Storm is such a good defensive and offensive character in that people don't know her offense well at all, and they're so scared of what might happen that they just get fucked over with just tri-dash low,
Yeah.
See how many people get hit by tri-dash low? There's a reason for that, because people just don't know if she's going to go high or low because they're not used to it. They're not used to her distances. Magneto, you used to like see him when he goes up at a certain height, you know it's going to be high if he presses a button, so you just react to it. But can't do that Storm. And Akuma's a great solid anchor. So I think that team's very good.
Jura Mage asks, are the new SDR and Show That Sucks ads up on YouTube yet? I don't think so. I will hopefully get them up in the next day or two, because I have still a bunch of footage. Scotty asks, are you playing, after playing a quote-unquote shit ton of Ultra, who's good? I was playing T-Hawk a lot. And T-Hawk is super scary, and he's going to be good. His walk speed, he can play footsies with people now. They made his Condor Spires. All of his Condor Spires start up twice as fast. And that's not an understatement. They literally start up twice as fast. And with the combo from low forward that you can cancel Condor Spire now, basically the bread and butter is you jump in, stand medium, punch, crouch medium kick into light spire, and you hit him and you're right there. There's no SPD mix-up anymore. Like, you don't really go for light SPDs, you go for real combos now. And I think he's just going to be super good. Unfortunately, they still didn't give him a gun, but whatever.
It'll happen. There's patches. Gearhead Mitch asks, who's the most underrated Marvel player and why? Neokarsh. Neokarsh is most underrated. He does consistently well, and he does very good, and people just don't respect his play for some reason. They don't give him enough recognition that he deserves, and I think he deserves more than he gets. He's a very good player, and people don't, sing his praises enough, I think. I think he's the most underrated.
Cool. Eric Beck, aka the Brass Man Beck, asks, so how freaking dope were the player intros for Top 8 AE? I really hope it catches on. I think it was sick. It was one of those things where you had to have been there in order to
Yeah,
really
the
appreciate it
stream.
because it's copyrighted music, so they can't put it on the stream.
Well,
So,
for Smash, they definitely heard it. Anything that was not Capcom, they did hear the music.
oh, okay, okay.
Capcom fighters did not hear the music, I believe, because the way Seg set it up. But for Smash, they definitely heard the music because they were commenting.
What about
on
for
Smash.
Marvel?
I believe so as well. But the thing about the intros is the lighting in the actual ballroom was poor. In that, in Finals Day, they turn down the lights sometimes. And it's a nightmare for cameras because you can't look into the crowd because it's just fucking blank faces. Some venues don't have that problem, but this venue did. So you didn't get to see a lot of the intro. I mean, we have footage of
Well,
it.
it's not like it was there was
which
poor
is-
lighting. I mean,
Yes, there was.
they just
There was no light.
decided to not have lights on.
But there was kind of some dim lights, but they're just shit.
They just didn't have the lights on. That wasn't because there was poor lighting. They just decided to not have the lights on.
It's poor lighting on the camera, so you couldn't see stuff.
You can
So-
The only thing they care about. I mean, yeah, it would have been nice, but the majority of the time, all they cared about was seeing the players that were in chairs right in front of them.
Yeah.
It really wasn't that kind of event where it wasn't like an Evo where you have the luxury of going out and like panning for people and stuff like that. It wasn't like that, in my opinion.
Yeah. But
yeah, it definitely would have been nice to pan, more out into the crowd when they were walking in and stuff like that.
you just couldn't because you couldn't see them.
Yep.
Yeah, there's some good player intros. There was a funny moment during Smash. We didn't even talk about Smash. Smash was very good, by the way. I thought it was a very smooth event.
I just didn't watch it, so
Yeah, it was good, and people really enjoyed it, and it was pretty hype all around, and crowd was into it. They were going crazy. One of the intros to Smash, it was this black fella, and he came out to some like typical music. It was like whatever, it comes out, and this small Asian dude comes out to like some hardcore fucking rap. I think it was like Biggie or something, and like the commentators are laughing. And they're like, so. If you were to guess which one of them came out to the hardcore gangster rap, you might think it's the black gentleman, but no, it's a tiny Asian man. And I thought that was super funny. Yeah. And I guess that's a behind the scenes story. So I met Troff, I believe. I'm probably mispronouncing his name, who was the Smash commentator. And I was sitting there and I was telling him like what we were doing, commentary, and I was gonna cue him in and stuff, and just talking to him, and he was fine about it. And then Spooky comes over and he's like, "Oh, nice to meet you, Spooky." And then like Spooky's like, "Okay, Honzo will count you down and stuff." And the Trout's like, "Wait, who's Honzo?" And I was like, "He's like, it's the guy you've been sitting next to." And then he's like, and like he's like went crazy. He was like, "Oh my god, you're like my favorite person." I was like, "Oh, nice to meet you." And like he's like, "Oh my god, you're like my favorite Twitter," and all this stuff. And I was like, "How do you not know what I look like?"
because you do a very good job of covering it up. Although we have the show every single week.
I have a show, plus I post pictures of myself quite often. Nowadays, I guess. But I thought it was funny. Like, he was like, he had no idea who I was. It was like, oh, which isn't the first time, but.
Sorry, I'm trying to hurry through the questions because we're running out of time. Scotty asks, what was the hypest thing that happened on IPW during NCR 2014? The hypest thing? I mean, honestly, if you liked any of those games that I streamed, just go and watch it. Everything on there is ridiculous. I would have to say the Killer Instinct matches between Hudaman and Alex Valle were really ridiculous, in my opinion. So I would definitely go watch those. Because one of them was to get out of pools. So, and it was the run back. So I thought that was really, really hype. And it was like a timeout where there was like 2 seconds left, and like Human like dashed in and caught him low and killed him. It was pretty sick.
EMP Cookie asks, favorite match from NCR? Apology Man vs. Cloud was pretty hype. Apology Man vs. Cloud was incredibly boring to me. I don't want to discredit their play, but I thought it was very boring.
Exhibitions are just like meh for me right now.
I really didn't enjoy it. I don't know why. I really didn't. But everyone else did, so I think it's just me being tired. Something. Um, I think No Respect versus Click Manus was one of my
I
favorites.
need
And
to
you guys
watch
might be
that
like,
so
I
much.
know you guys might be like, well, they suck, but I love Marvel. That's just so shitty that you can't even comprehend it.
That's the best Marvel, dude.
You guys don't understand how much I enjoy that. I think that was a very good match. Technically wise, I think Clockwork versus Apology Man was very good. I think that was a very good match. Um, I really don't have a favorite. I think there's some good matches though.
A boy named Rio asks, well, he has this first part of the question, but I'm not going to say it. And then he has a second part of the question, which is also Mike Ross for New King.
Oh yeah, he did very well
He
with
did
Sagat.
really good. He was super. I mean,
He almost
not even close, but like he was doing really good. He was just
he almost,
playing really well.
he almost beat Pierre Barrow
Yep.
with Sagat.
Well, it's a bad match for Paul.
Mike Ross.
I mean, that's why he picked Sagat.
I know, but it's Mike Ross Sagat. You're not gonna be like, oh yeah, Mike Ross Sagat. It's probably gonna be Pierre Barrow. Who the fuck would ever say that? No one. Not even Mike Ross. You know, and he almost did it. It was crazy.
Archie asks, if BJ Unchained was the one streaming for NCR, could you reclaim your spot as the best Cody in America? I think I would have had a good shot. I still need to watch him versus Knuckle Dude because I heard he bodied him,
That was bad. That was a bad one.
and that's a really bad matchup for Cody too.
I think I would have gotten top 3 at NCR if I would have entered. I think competitors should be lucky that I wasn't playing. Because technically I won 100% of my money matches, so a pretty good track record at NCR. So, I mean, I was playing really well, and people would have gotten fucking destroyed if I entered. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh no.
Say.
Raid Mage asks, I watched the after hours car stream at my girlfriend's house. How sad is my life? Okay, so somebody watched that shit.
Oh, the car shit.
Yeah, somebody watched that, so that's not good.
How do they find it?
I don't know. I don't know. It was on Ustream. At EMP Cookie asks, do you think Capcom should run a second stream for losers matches since almost none of those are seen until end of pools / top 8? Well, they did all of top 16. So
the reason we didn't do losing matches because we have to be on schedule. Like, you guys might be used to streams being like loosey goosey about schedule, but if it's a Capcom Fighter stream, I have to be fucking on time. Like, I cannot go over stuff. Like, I can't be a fucking minute late. So you have to be on time with Capcom stuff. If it's a Team Spooky stream all day, sometimes we'll just throw matches up. It might not be on time, and it's fine. It's whatever. It's a tournament. Tournament standard time for Capcom does not run on tournament standard time. It runs on time. So you have to be on time with a lot of things. So
I think for the most part, everything ran on time too.
it did.
Finals day ran a little bit behind, I think, but for the most part, at least for me, like everything ran on time.
Yep.
Which is good.
Everything ran smooth. Pools ran smooth. Everything was good.
And it sucks when it doesn't because then you get, I streamed like 6 games, right? So when something gets pushed back, well, that means somebody else is going to be losing stream time. So, yeah. It's just important to run on time. James Gowdy asks, now that Cody's knife throw breaks armor, what was Honzo's record for Chubby Bunny this year?
What?
You heard me.
What's Chubby Bunny?
I don't know what Chubby Bunny is.
Is it like Chubby Bunny?
I don't know. But that was a very clever way of getting me to ask that question.
Hold on. This is... it's you shove a bunch of peeps in your mouth.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I don't do that. I don't like peeps. So I'm sorry.
Nobody likes peeps.
I know some people who like peeps.
Sammy Nash asks, it seems like people are getting better with the camera, like Myers and Clock. Will this help the FGC's image? I don't get what he's talking about.
Seeing people are good at popping off on camera and doing, antics on camera. Will help the image? Sure, why not? People like that. You need to distract the masses with stuff like that. Plus, it builds narrative, So, sure, why not? It's not bad. Unless, like, he starts jerking off or says, I'm gonna fucking kill you. Shit like that. Don't say that. Like, as long as it's, like, good, clean pop-offs, fuck you, shit like that, that's fine.
Cool.
Yeah.
I think that's the end of the show. Do you have anything do you have a Honzo story or
Yeah, so we were looking for food, and it was me, Spooky, Seg, and Derry, I believe. So we walk out of the hotel, and we start walking on the mall, and we walk to, like, Johnny Rockets and this bar, and everyone's like, oh, we're closed, we're closed, we're closed. So we're like, oh, whatever. So we keep walking, and all of a sudden, we're just, like, in a mall, and, like, everything's closed. We have no idea where we're at. We're like, oh, fuck. So we just start walking on the street, and, like, we walk down the street, and we go to another bar, and they're like, oh, we're closed. You should go down the street. There's a place open. You can eat there. And we're like, okay. So we start walking down the street, and then fireworks start going off randomly. And it's like, okay, is there like an event? Is this like a holiday or something? It's like, day before Easter celebration. And, there's fireworks. So we start walking toward the fireworks, and we're like, you know what, let's just go back to the hotel. Fuck this. So we go to the hotel, and then we're like, well, there's a diner across the street. Let's just go to the diner. So we ate the shitty diner.
and that's where the shitty dino was born. I guess. Interesting story. Not really, but an okay to end the show. That was moderately decent.
Yeah. So, I didn't do that much,
Neither did I, but anyways, that's the end of the show. If you guys want to follow me, you can follow me at HarrisonSBA. You can follow my co-host, Honzo Gonzo, at Honzo Gonzo. If you guys don't want to follow either of us, make sure you guys follow IPLAYWINNER at twitter.com/IPLAYWINNER. Make sure you guys follow us also at facebook.com/IPLAYWINNER. Check out the website for all news, updates on events that we're going to stream, things like that. If you guys want to check out any show in YouTube or MP3 format, you guys can go to iPlayWinner.com and go to the podcast section, and every single show is there for your pleasure, I guess. I guess that's one way to put it.
#Firehonzo.
#Firehonzo. All right, guys. Peace out.
The more emotion I put into it, the harder I rock. The more emotion I put into it, the harder I rock. The harder I rock. The more emotion I put into it, the harder I rock. The